Remember the first time you opened a chest and pulled a legendary? Or the panic seeing a prince charge towards your tower? The good old days when Clash Royale wasn't just a game, it was a revolution. Troops, spells, buildings, cool-looking arenas, chests, funny emotes, tournaments, the game had it all. But surely Clash Royale didn't win Game of the Year based on just these, right? What made the game truly great was something much bigger. Let's rewind to 2016 and uncover why Clash Royale was unlike anything else. Clash Royale was soft-launched on 4th January 2016. Coming from Supercell, who were the makers of the legendary game Clash of Clans, the hype was real. This wasn't just another mobile game, it was a blend of strategy, real-time player versus player battles, and collectible cards all wrapped up in an addictive 3-minute match format. What set Clash Royale apart was its accessibility. Anyone could pick it up, play a quick game, and understand the basics. But mastering it, that was an entirely different story. There were a total of 42 cards in Clash Royale upon soft launch. Players had to build a deck consisting of 8 cards in order to battle, which, by the way, used to cost gold at that time. The rules of Clash Royale were simple. Take down more towers than your opponents before the match ends. While it may sound simple, it required a lot of strategy at that time, forcing the players to think about their moves carefully and try to outsmart their opponents. To keep the players engaged, Supercell introduced a trophy road in the game where climbing the ladder to higher arenas meant unlocking new cards, facing tougher opponents, and showing off your skill. Cards like Prince and Witch were broken, which resulted in the nerfs in the first set of balance changes released in the game. In February 2016, a new legendary arena was released which unlocked at 3,000 trophies. More balance changes were introduced which saw significant changes to cards like P.E.K.K.A. and Expo. But the biggest change in early February was that battle cost was removed and now players could duel without spending any gold. The final update of February 2016 saw the release of the new legendary card rarity. The Ice Wizard and Princess were introduced as the first legendary cards in the game. They were much harder to obtain and you had to be incredibly lucky to unlock them from chests. Well, unless you bought super magical chests from the shop, which were ridiculously expensive.
That is what I'm talking about. I don't know how much money that took, but we did it.
The new legendary rarity gave the players a reason to grind more so that they can feel the thrill of unlocking a legendary card for the first time. Some more cards were also introduced in the game, including the Royal Giant, 3 Musketeers, Dark Prince, and Poison, increasing the total number of cards to 48. A new arena called Builder's Workshop was also added, and multiple balance changes were announced to fix several cards. The game was in a really healthy state, and it was ready for the global launch. Finally, on 2nd March 2016, Clash Royale was launched globally across the world. The game quickly rose up the charts, becoming one of the most downloaded apps on the App Store and Google Play. The game's success wasn't just about the cards and the gameplay. Clash Royale had something special, a community that was buzzing with excitement. Streamers, YouTubers, and players from all around the world started sharing their epic wins and heartbreaking losses. The community continued to grow and Supercell didn't disappoint them. Several balance changes were announced to keep the gameplay smooth, which included the cost of 3 Musketeers decreasing to 9 elixir, as well as a major 20% damage buff to the Royal Giant. During April, Clash Royale held its first ever official esports tournament in Helsinki, Finland. A player named Jason won the entire tournament without losing a single match with his giant Hog Rider deck.
Just like it down, and he's going to take down the 3rd tower as well. There's nothing left. The arrows come in, and that is that.
What
Jason.
an amazing way to finish this tournament.
Looking back on it, the players and the decks were actually terrible. Crazy how the meta has evolved over the years, right? The month of May was game-changing for Clash Royale. Level caps were changed for every card rarity, drop rates in super magical and giant chests were increased, and legendary cards began to appear in the shop. Live spectating was now possible in friendly battles, and you could now view replays from any arena in TV Royale. Oh yeah, and 6 new cards were introduced in the game. Fire Spirit, Furnace, Guards, Lava Hound, Miner, and the Trash Can on wheels. Ugh. Nerfs to Freeze, Royal Giant, and Elixir Collector were announced, while cards like Knight, Golem, and Miner got some juicy buffs. Clash Royale was now really getting noticed. People were enjoying the game more than anything, and content creation was at its peak. YouTubers and Twitch streamers were gaining millions of views, and they became the core of the Clash Royale community. When the game was at an all-time high, Supercell introduced another banger feature to the game, something that would make the game even more competitive. In July 2016, tournaments were introduced in Clash Royale. They unlocked at level 8 and came in various capacities and rewards. A fixed number of top finishers would win a variety of chests. The biggest of these tournaments had a capacity of 1,000 players, gave insane rewards in chests, and cost an unreal amount of 10,000 gems to create. Tournaments were a great way to test your skills against a variety of players. Soon enough, many content creators were hosting competitive tournaments for their audience. A new arena called the Frozen Peak was introduced along with 4 new cards: Ice Spirit, Bowler, the Log, and Lumberjack. Several balance changes were made, sorting was added to card collection, and new achievements were added in-game. September saw the release of 2 new legendary cards, the Inferno Dragon and the Graveyard. The Mega Minion and Ice Golem were also released in the same month. Classic and Grand challenges were introduced in the game, which provided quick and great rewards as long as you had the skill to win them. These challenges offered a competitive environment for those who wanted to push their limits without risking their trophies. If you were a competitive player looking to prove yourself, these challenges were your ticket. They were the ultimate test of skill, making you face off against the best of the best. And the rewards, they were worth every stressful match. Supercell knows how to keep players engaged, and they did it by constantly offering new ways to play and win. 2 new chests were also added: the Legendary Chest, which contained a single guaranteed legendary card, and the Epic Chest, which contained only epic cards. Balance changes saw the Log getting the ability to knock back every ground troop, as well as Rage's elixir cost decreased to 2. Tournaments and friendly battles got new level caps to ensure fair matches. Towers and common cards were capped at level 8, rares at level 6, and epics at level 3. Also, players were now able to mute those annoying emotes spam from their opponents. No more! In November, the Electro Wizard Challenge was foreshadowed in the game. This marked the beginning of special event challenges in Clash Royale. The Electro Wizard became the first card to have his own challenge in-game. Players could unlock the Electro Wizard early if they got 12 wins in the challenge. Tornado and Clone spells were also released in the game, along with those nasty Elite Barbarians. The biggest Clash Royale esports tournament of the year, the King's Cup, was played in November. Yao Yao won the tournament, taking home a massive prize money of $25,000. The event gathered millions of views online, with thousands attending it in person too, thus making it a major success. A big reason why people were loving Clash Royale so much was the introduction of clans. Clans allowed players to interact with each other, and it was always fun to play with your friends and try to beat them. There was one issue though. Clans existed just as a group of people. They didn't have any purpose or goal which every clan member could work towards. But Supercell had a solution for this problem too. In December 2016, the Clan Chest was introduced in the game. The Clan Chest rewarded clans for gathering as many crowns as possible during a 3-day period. As the clan earned more crowns, higher tiers of the Clan Chest would be unlocked, which would award more gold and cards. Starting every Friday, all players in a clan at the time would have the opportunity to gather crowns for the Clan Chest. The Clan Chest brought all the players together, working in a team to achieve one goal. Along with the Clan Chest, 4 new cards were released: Goblin Gang, Battle Ram, Dart Goblin, and Executioner. You could now also request and donate epic cards on Sundays, which really helped boost the players' progress. The final balance changes of the year saw Elite Barbarians, Tornado, and Balloon getting significant buffs. 2016 was also the golden year for Clash Royale content creators. YouTubers like Galadon, Chief Pat, Molt, and Clash with Ash were dropping daily videos, sharing tips, tricks, and deck guides to help players climb the ladder. Streaming platforms like Twitch saw a surge in Clash Royale streams, where viewers could watch live gameplay, learn from the pros, and even battle against their favorite streamers in friendly matches. Community challenges and events brought players together, whether it was for a massive clan battle or for a live-streamed tournament. Content creators became more than just entertainers. They were the heartbeat of the Clash Royale community, providing a space where players could connect, share their passion, and learn from each other. If you thought watching Clash Royale on YouTube was exciting, imagine watching it live with thousands of fans cheering on their favorite players. This was the start of something big, something that would eventually lead to Clash Royale's own fully fledged esports league in the upcoming years. So, what made Clash Royale so special in 2016 that it actually won Mobile Game of the Year Was it the thrill of climbing the ladder, unlocking new cards and mastering the meta? Or was it the excitement of watching your favorite players compete in the first big tournaments? Or maybe it was the sense of community, the friends you made along the way, and the shared experiences of victories and defeats. One thing is for sure though, Clash Royale in 2016 was more than just a game. It was a phenomenon, a game that brought millions of players together. The history of Clash Royale is extremely rich. As of today, there are 115 cards in the game, each having a unique history of its own. If you want to know some really cool history facts about every card in Clash Royale, this is the perfect video for you.